Yep. I forgot. Okay. Alright. Twitch is with us. Twitch didn't give me an advert unusually.
So we've returned to the usual state. Lovely.
That one?
Yes, the blue one.
So, hello to Spotted Cow and Crazy Potato and Jim Hon.
Yes, greetings extended to you. Now, if you already got a minor audience, how about you explain to people what happened last week? While we were praising so high and mighty that we'd be streaming Skyrim on Thursday, and then
I didn't turn up.
Yes,
I forgot.
She didn't turn up so much that even I didn't manage to turn up.
I forgot that I was performing. I was singing in the choir of the Halle Orchestra to a concert called Swinging Christmas.
Ah, there we go.
And I forgot that it was last Thursday. So when I said last Wednesday that I would be streaming Skyrim on Thursday, I forgot that actually I would be performing. And I didn't remember until early on Thursday when I was sent an email with the details. Just some other people who were also singing in the choir asked me if I wanted to meet outside that evening before the rehearsal. And I was like, oh hell, Captain. That's today. But it was really good.
I love this thing.
What is that? Is that the nuclear reactor?
That is the nuclear reactor. You were there when we were building it last time.
Yeah,
you were busy talking with people. Which is alright, that's kind of your job.
So everybody, how's the audio? How are we sounding with the game sounds and everything?
Nice. Oh, all my batteries are charged.
Oh, well done.
I forgot what I was trying to accomplish this time around.
Potato says the heating pipe burst in one of the apartments on his floor last night and steamed up the hallway so bad it was like Silent Hill.
How lovely. Do we extend seasonal greetings to people?
We do. Happy Christmas, everybody.
No, Christmas is over. We're done with that.
Oh, we can't say Happy New Year yet.
Well, you can wish people a Happy New Year.
Nobody's said anything about the audio yet, so I'm not sure they can hear us. And hello to Blazing Gale.
How about I try to find a noise that's very obnoxious, so that they'll complain about it.
And Jim says, so what are the plans for the stream for New Year, and do I need to stock up on coffee to survive? Yes.
You've already been informed about that on the public Discord. Why do you need to bring it up again here? I might be a bit
maybe
grumpy.
Not everybody's seen it. So Potato says, no, Salad can't hear you.
But he specifically saw it.
Oh, did he?
Yes.
Well, the plans changed today, didn't they?
Well, he asked today.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I've been out shopping. I bought loads of new toys. I went out because I thought I'd save all my new toy buying until after Christmas when all the Boxing Day sales started. And everything I bought, nothing was on sale. But I bought it anyway. So, I can't see the spreadsheet where I am here, so I don't even know what time anything's starting. I know it's like 9:30 in the morning
open
on
in the browser. I have
GMT.
thought ahead.
Oh, well done.
You just go to the tab.
Oh, Streamvesta magically something.
And then maybe scroll a bit to the left so you can actually see UTC times.
Okay. So is
They've got
anyone on our
that.
spreadsheet
Mark
in
2.
a time that other people recognise?
They can't see that, you know.
Yeah, I know. But I'm thinking like...
Well, they recognise our
Spidey
time.
Is,
They'd have no idea what Spidey time is.
I think, isn't he in EST?
I don't know.
Anubis is in
Go
Mountain
announce
Time.
everything in Greenwich Mean Time, the only
Okay.
legal time around.
So, we are starting... Oh,
It does that sometimes.
it doesn't do it on my computer. Okay, so we're starting, and this is all in Greenwich Mean Time, all UTC. So we're starting at 9:30 a.m. on Sunday, the 31st of December. And the first thing that we shall be playing is Euro Truck Simulator multiplayer, and anyone who wants to join is welcome. And we shall be streaming through, so that's Sunday 9:30 a.m. on the 31st. There's Monday the 1st. Then we go into Tuesday the 2nd, where we'll be streaming through till 6:45 a.m. on Tuesday the 2nd. So that's almost 48 hours, just short of 48 hours. Potato says, sell buying toys. That's just screaming for innuendo art. Oh, and I've been buying computer toys. I got a new mouse, and new headphones, new speakers, 8 terabits of external hard drive, some cables and things. Blazing Gale says, that feeling when you finally bought a game that you've wanted for like half a year, but then when you try to play it you can't because your PC is a derp and can't install Net Framework 4.5. Oh, insert dead inside smiley.
I'm dead inside. Ow.
Don't be mean.
I'm trying
Will you
to
stream
be.
Hero Fighter on New Year's? Yes, let me have a look and I'll tell you what the current time is.
Mind you,
is
this
this
is all a work
accurate?
in progress.
Yeah.
So anything can still change because Anubis can still fall through the door and scream, "Oh, that doesn't seem right."
Yeah.
Clearly, this is how Canadian people sound like. Especially Anubis. Where was I? Batteries. Equip.
So, we've currently got Hero Fighter scheduled for, and again this is in GMT time zone, Sunday the 31st at 10 p.m. But yeah, things are moving around quite a lot. I can see they are moving around quite a lot. Oh, we're playing that then.
Yes, we're playing that then.
Oh, can I tell people what the current plans are, or is
Yes,
this all
you
secret?
can tell people what the current plans are.
Welcome aboard, Captain. All systems online.
Thank you for waiting with the telling.
Hang on, I
until
need
the
to turn down the game sounds. They're very loud. There we go.
Thank you.
It's your headphones. Oh, I need to get you some new headphones so I don't have to put up with yours when I'm sitting in your seat.
Wow, you're quite rude to my headphones.
They're dicky. The
That's
volume
still
switch on
rude.
them is very iffy. So we're starting with Euro Truck Simulator. Then we're playing, which we're doing multiplayer. Then Factorio. Then Battlefield 1. Then Terra Firma Craft. Then Pulsar Last Colony. Not
Lost
Polster.
Colony.
Lost Colony. Sorry. You see, if it was in Comic Sans, I'd be able to read that without thinking it said Last Colony. Death Road to Canada.
But it is written in Comic Sans.
Mia's Magical Train Journey Part 2. Skyrim. Hero Fighter. Maybe Pixel Piracy.
Probably Pixel Piracy.
Space Engineers. Now that's another one where we're inviting anybody who wants to play. We're going to add them to the whitelist temporarily, aren't we? Well,
No, we're not adding them to the whitelist. That's micromanaging too much.
it?
We're just moving the whitelist to the public.
Oh, okay. Yep. So that will be a public game of Space Engineers. Anyone can come and join us.
As
in
long as you're
New
a member
Vegas.
of the NID.
Yeah. Then Potato will be streaming Payday 2. Then we have Broforce?
It's a weird game where two brothers do aggressive things together, and Spider-Man has that weird fever dream of being Anubis's bro and vice versa.
I'll be sleeping at that point, I think. Grid Autosport, Elite Dangerous, maybe with bulls, Slime Rancher, Viscera Cleanup Detail, PUBG, Golf with Your Friends, and then Half-Life 2, Forever. So,
We mean forever. It's going to be the grand finale.
the grand finale. So anyone who's been, if you haven't watched either mine or Anubis's Half-Life 2 series, go watch it quickly. Before New Year's Eve, go watch it, because we're going to finish the game on live on stream. So it's and that should be a lot of fun. Yeah, let's have a look. So, what we say? A new mouse, does that mean we can record more soon, says Potato. Well, actually, in the last couple of days, my old mouse, I think because it knew I was about to replace it, has been behaving reasonably well. But I got a new one anyway. Will you stream it all here, or where do I need to go, says Spotted Cow?
Each one of us will be streaming on our own channels, and we'll all be announcing the schedule, when's happening, what, when, and where, so you can follow us along. Though we would like to experimentally try to stream everything also to the Nitubers channel, so for the lazy people, yes, I'm looking at you, chat here, you could just go there. If it works, we're not sure yet. Again, experimental thing.
Yeah. Jim Hahn says, then that is a great game. I tend to play it often. I'm not sure which... Oh, is that Hero Fighter? Potato says, yeah, things are getting shuffled a lot. I had an 8 p.m. Canadian time and it got bumped to 3 p.m. Blazing Gale says, so 10 p.m. British time. Damn, that's right on 12 p.m. for me, but I'll manage. Jim Hahn says, Space Engineers! Oh Lord, I am definitely dead.
Don't you worry, it will be nothing exciting. We'll just return to old hats.
And Blazing Gale is telling the games community about the stream right now. Just be careful, because
who
the
hell
times
is the games community?
The times might change around a little bit yet.
The games might change around too. It's not even clear if we're going to stream Pulsar. It could be something completely different.
It might be Star Trek. We're not entirely sure yet. So there's, we've got some testing to do yet, and just finalising the schedules. But that's where we're up to. But it is all subject to change just at this moment. And Spotted Cow says this is going to be hard on my lost soul. And Jim Hahn says, PUBG for anyone in the NID or just NIDtubers?
I have no idea. Probably for anybody
anyone,
in the
I
NID.
imagine. Yeah. Meanwhile, Mia has collected 345 grams of salt. Courtesy of Giles. Hello, Giles. Say hello to Giles. Waffle Runoff. Hello, Waffle Runoff. Says what time? Oh,
what time? What?
For
There's
which
a lot
bit?
of times.
This all starts at Greenwich Mean Time. It starts at 9:30 a.m. on Sunday, the 31st of December, and all of those games run through, not necessarily in that order, until the 2nd of January at 6:45 a.m. Oh God, something's eating your face, mate.
No, it's not eating my face, it's eating the other face there.
Oh.
But gel sex just don't come by easily. Oh no.
Oh dear.
Is it swimming towards me, or does it just want to head bump my submarine? Okay, it's not interested in it anymore. I'm happy.
Potato says...
Never mind, it's coming back!
Run away! Woo!
It deactivated my ship. Please look away!
Run away!
Oh god, no. No. Goodbye.
Are you successfully escaping me?
I've no idea. This thing doesn't have a sonar or a radar or a beeper.
I know that you've only got 13 spanners left.
Thank you. Carry on announcing things, please.
Okay. Potato says, "Oh, Mia, are we going to be using the NidTubers Discord channel on a whole new channel or on something different like Skype?"
Let's stop! Don't go that far yet. We're not organising.
Yeah, we don't know yet. We'll work that one out closer to the time, because that's one of those easy to resolve things. So we've fathom out all of the difficult details first.
Also, it's for the majority not up to me, unfortunately. That's the recording department and quality assurance, which unfortunately has been handed to the cretins that actually record.
I missed all of that, Mia. The game sounds are too loud.
That's okay. I didn't just call you a rude thing.
Okay. Jim Hunt says, "Sweet, time to join Boris and be Pan Bros again and join the singing troupe." I missed that last time, I think, because that was during my sleep time. And Giles says, "Is that Pluto
I don't
time?"
think last time was... I don't think PUBG was on the list last year around. You missed it anyway, so don't worry, but, you know.
And Blazing Gale says, "The game's community is the community of the game." Yeah. And by the way, if the game changed, it's no biggie. I'll just say it was unfortunately cancelled. By the way, Mia, you did manage to make an account and log in, right? I think you did, didn't you?
I do believe I did.
Yeah. We tested that a while ago.
Yes.
Potato says, "So communications has been dealt with last minute." Awesome. Well, yeah, because that's something where
it's
know
an established concept that already works. We don't
Yeah.
need to concern ourselves with it right now. The more important matters... Oh, look, there's another sack. More important...
Yeah, we're trying to... there's all kinds of technical details to get sorted out first.
For instance, one of our biggest problems at the moment is synchronizing chat somehow.
Yeah. Jim Hon says comms are always last. Well, because we've got comms working and it's just a case of choosing which one's best.
Worst case scenario, we'll just go with sign language.
So, what actually is going on here? What you
I'm
trying to
collecting these sacks so I can make more aerogel.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
What was the aerogel for? I can't remember.
Upgrade to my submarine.
Oh.
After that I need to find rupees, which is going to be a little bit more stressful, seeing how they're surrounded by crabs.
And Giles says, "So what Mia's ranting about is you're going to use a tin can and some string to communicate."
Yes. Preferably.
Yeah.
That would make a lot of things
that's
a
how we
lot
usually
easier,
refer to
because
Discord.
if I could use a string and a tin can to communicate with the others, I would probably so close to them that I could just walk over them and solve all their streaming problems from there.
Potato says, "Nope, Mia's worst case scenario, because I doubt anyone is going to use webcams, is Morse code."
Is that my worst case scenario? I wouldn't have to deal with anybody. That sounds quite nice. As I was trying to mention earlier, I might not be in the bestest of moods because I have to reset my sleep schedule to make it fit with the stupid...
9:30 a.m. start.
No, with the stupid requirements that are generated through Streamvesta. There we go. Please don't take my sentences away. I'm working very hard on them. Why do I pick up so much lead?
And Blazing Gale says, alright, if you guys would like to take a break from the story mode and play some multiplayer, I'd be more than happy to join you and kick your play along with you.
Story mode of what? What were we talking about?
Hero Fighter, I guess.
Oh.
And Giles
Ow.
says, signal flags might work if Sal hangs out the window. We've done some pretty complex comms in the past.
Starting to believe this is not going to fit.
Yeah. You've only got 87 spanners now.
Shoo, I'm happy with the amount of spanners I have.
Okay. Spotted Cow says, sleep? That's for dead people.
I am dead.
Mia feels
I've been
dead.
proclaimed clinically dead.
Yeah, he's coming up. You're coming up for what, 24 hours now? Because Mia's been nocturnal
I've been
for a
past
little
24
while.
hours for several hours now.
Oh.
I also need to find redstones, so
Redstone.
rubies.
Oh.
Keep an eye out for those, please.
Well, it's all kind of bluish down here, so I'm not sure how you'd spot red.
I think it would stick out. It's red.
Yeah. So Potato says, quotes me as saying, Potato has started streaming. Light the signal fires. Yeah, we'll have signal fires that just pass around the world.
God, that must be quite a huge delay.
Yeah. I mean, it would take, even if you could start a fire within, say, 5 minutes of another one, of seeing one, then yeah, that would take a long time to get all around the world. There's another red one down there, I saw.
What? Where? That?
Maybe.
No, that's a blood oil thing, but
Oh.
there too. This place feels more green than blue. Does that mean there are less squids around? Knowing my luck.
Oh, there's
probably
the
not.
other one there. There's the other one there that I saw.
What? What?
But I think it's another blood thing. It's okay.
It's a blood thing. I'm pretty sure it's a blood thing.
Yeah. And Potato quotes Mira saying, Stal has started streaming. Launch the nukes.
Stal.
Sal.
Stal.
Sal.
Stal.
Sal. Sal started.
Stalingrad.
Jim says, if you stream to Twitch, there's a dual stream service that can stream up to 4 people at a time.
Stop it. We can't do that. One of us has decided that Twitch is no longer for them. It's Anubis. There. It's out now.
Yeah. Anubis doesn't stream to Twitch.
Which is why this doesn't work anymore. Otherwise, we would make it easy and just host all our channels. You know, Twitch sorted out.
Which is our fallback if we can't get the other thing working.
Keep pressing the wrong
Stalboard
button.
Stal. Oh.
I'm not sure if I like it here.
Oh. Waffle Runoff says, the time you're playing on New Year's Eve. Sorry, my boss walked in. So we are...
Basically every New Year's Eve around the world.
Yeah,
we
doing
start with the earliest, that's starting on Tonga Island, somewhere in the Pacific. And we're ending with some high island somewhere out in the Pacific too. Squid?
According to this, it is much of the US outlying territory islands.
Yeah, that does probably include...
Yeah. Somewhere
It's
just
not Haiti,
after
it's Hawaii.
America, American Samoa and 2 more.
Okay, I'm going overboard on redstones. I need more squishy sacks. Sal, help.
Okay, so we are starting streaming at 9:30 a.m. on Sunday the 31st of December, and that's UTC time, Greenwich Mean Time.
I was looking for.
Which I think is the very early hours of the morning in America.
Well,
And
just check
is-
with Anubis time. That's 2:30
No, well,
in the morning. That's Mountain
Anubis
Standard.
Anubis is way, way, way far to the west in America. That's Mountain
Isn't that
time.
like the middle?
No,
Almost.
no, he's like far, far, far over west. America's really fat.
Yeah, I'm aware.
It's so there's lots of time zones from one side to the other. Most
their own
people
fault.
know Eastern time, which I think might be similar to Spidey's time. I know
Well,
Spidey's
let's-
like 2 hours.
Well, let's just make it easy and make a compromise and tell everybody Boris time.
Potato says near Kayap. Giles says everyone will probably be drunk and passed out before the end, or ranting out random things. Maybe even Mir will be drunk and ranting about naked East Germans.
I
Jim,
appreciate your optimism, but that's very unlikely to happen.
Jim says we have 4 time zones. So I know Eastern and Central. Can't remember the other 2. Is the other one Mountain, and then there's the one that Alaska's in?
I don't know.
But then there's the one that Hawaii's in as well. But that's not mainland, is it? It's EST, PST, MST, and CCT. So EST is Eastern Standard Time, PST Pacific Standard Time, MST is Mountain Standard Time, and CCT, well, I know it's Central something, but I can't remember what the second C stands for. Potato says, I will be drinking the wine I didn't finish while I stream Payday 2 during New Year's stream. So, Potato, you're in Mountain Standard Time, aren't you? Yeah, but the only thing that's guaranteed, because I've absolutely insisted on it, is that the stream will start with Euro Truck Simulator, because that's what we did last year. And so now it's a tradition. Yay! So it'll be multiplayer Euro Truck Simulator, where we may or may not finally meet up and drive in a convoy for a while. Giles says Potato should drink potato-made vodka for the stream to go nicely together. Potato says, Sal, what mobile phone do you use? And I mean your everyday use, like personal use, not work. And yes, I am Mountain Time.
Hold on, before you answer.
What?
Chat, take your guesses.
Okay. Chat, take your guesses.
Also,
apparently.
why does he want to know?
I don't know. Well, I'll ask him that afterwards, but I don't know why we need to. Apparently chat needs to guess.
It increases viewer
And Jim
engagement,
says-
also gives me something to laugh at while we're waiting.
Jim says, I can also fill in if there's time slots needed filled. Oh, right, cool.
Couldn't you've said that before I started squeezing people around? Now that thing is almost finalized, unless Anubis waltzes in and says, wait, this doesn't look right.
I haven't looked to see what my time, so what's all the things I'm playing.
I'm anxiously waiting for you to say, oh no, this doesn't look right.
Because it changed after I last looked at it. So I'm streaming from 9:30 in the morning through to 1 a.m.
You don't necessarily have to be there for the Space Engineers bit.
I don't, but that's the thing I want to be there for.
Fine,
There's a
but
bit
me
of a
too.
gap when
I'm suffering
Death
through the
Road
entire
to
same thing.
Canada.
There's also the Battlefield
Field
1
one.
gap.
But I thought we had it that I was only going to be doing something for like 2 hours on, 2 hours off.
Yeah, I know. That was the original
And then it all
plan
got
until
moved around
suddenly
until everything
somebody had
got
to
squashed
move
together.
something upstairs because they weren't happy with it being downstairs.
Ah.
And now you have to suffer for it. I'd like to say I'm sorry, but I can't. I'm too busy.
Why have we got VCD there? Because that's usually me, you, Anubis, and Apple.
It's because we
None
couldn't
of us
fit
will
it in
be
another
there.
slot. Now instead, it's Boris's, Minty and Spidey's time to shine.
Oh, it'll be fun watching them. Although I'll probably be sleeping them, but I'll be able to catch up. Hang on, right, I've been missing chat while I've been looking at the spreadsheet. We all got drunk and played with the spreadsheet the other night. It was the best Christmas party I've been to in ages. Can't handle vodka, I need to mix it with a bunch of juice or soda, says Potato. Yeah, I like vodka with some sort of fruit juice. Although I did have a nice bison grass vodka once, which was nice and neat. To dump a bunch of candies into it. Or to dump a bunch of candies into it. Oh, me, that sounded painful.
I was probably just attacked by another plant.
Spotted Cow says, Euro Truck Sim is installing now. And he guesses the Samsung 7 Edge. And Potato says, mainly I need to know for resolution reasons. I have late Christmas I need to do. And Gel says, maybe streamers on New Year's things should drink the entire stream. A local drink to their area would be interesting. Potato says, no idea what I'm going to do for me.
Finally I get to experience some Spitzy again.
And Jim Horn says, a lot of us are here for Space Engineers.
You probably won't be, seeing how it's currently allotted to a time slot where I'm trying to have nobody be there.
What is the proposed time slot for Space Engineers?
The prime time for North Americans, I'm afraid.
Oh, it's right through our midnight.
That too. See, it's connected with poetic justice or something.
So that's 11 p.m. till 1 a.m. GMT is Space Engineers. Has Potato drawn all the cards for the stream for each game?
There will not be cards for each stream game. That would be madness, and we can't subject him to that. And
Potato says, Giles, if I had to draw all that, I'd die. I'd be very rich, but I'd die. Mere scan self, says Potato.
I'm not scanning myself, I'm busy.
And Jim says, yay, it's a great time for me. And there was something I was going to mention. Oh, yeah, it was about Euro Truck Simulator. be aware, if you've not played it before, you need to play 2 hours, which can just be let the menu run. Oh, Mia! Something's eating your face.
No, it's not.
Alright, your bum. I was trying to be nice about it.
It's a plant that's tossing needles at me. It'll be alright.
Yeah, to be able to play multiplayer Euro Truck Simulator, you have to have played 2 hours of the single player.
It seems really arbitrary, and I don't remember that happening to me.
That's because we'd already played it before we tried playing multiplayer.
We did?
Yes.
I don't remember playing this for 2 hours alone by myself.
You did that thing where you just let it run on your screen. You only have to have the game open, you don't actually have to play it.
I don't remember that either.
But it's good to get in there and just have a... Because I actually did play it for a while, I think. Just to like get used to the controls and stuff. And you probably already done that by the time I started. So what phone model style? Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot. I have an iPhone 6.
Chat is not very good at guessing.
And can someone local bribe him with a drink?
The 10 then?
What?
Didn't they just recently release the 10?
Yeah.
But it looked virtually the same as all the... Would you mind?
No, I think they're bigger. I know the iPhone 6s came in 2 sizes. Mine's the smaller one.
Seek fluid intake immediately.
How's this the smaller one? It's unreasonably large.
Yeah, I know. It was the smallest one that they did. I wanted one that I could fit in my pocket. Spotted Cow has 34 hours on Euro Truck. Oh, is it Euro Truck Simulator or Euro Truck Simulator 2?
It is 2.
It's 2, isn't it? Yes. Waffle Run Up says, wow, okay, I'll just join when I can on New Year if you're streaming.
That's the idea. Nobody's supposed to be around at all times.
Except Jim
at
Hon.
Jim. Get a life.
How many hours did we do last year? I have it down in my head as 52 hours of stream, which sounds reasonable. Because we've got just short of 48 hours planned this time, and last time we did...
Emergency. Starvation imminent. Seek calorie intake immediately.
Oh, Drawful isn't on the list. We've actually got it as a
list.
reserve.
Yes.
Yeah, we've got it as a reserve game. And the reserve games are likely to get used. So when...
Vital signs stabilizing.
For example, like we've got Terra Firmacraft on the list, but it might be that, like, say I don't wake up or Almond doesn't wake up and we haven't got the usual crew available or something to play Terra Firmacraft, then we'll do Drawful then instead. And I'm actually thinking about, because I've got a slot, that 2-hour slot for me to play there, Mia, I put that down because there was only... I put that in a slot where there was only really me. But that's me, you and Spidey, so that might actually be a better place to do VCD. Anyway, yeah, you carry on playing, I'll carry on playing spreadsheets.
Yeah, I'll carry on playing spreadsheets. The idea was to put Scary in the same slot as it usually always is for you.
Oh, well, I was actually going to suggest that instead of playing Skyrim, what I could do is play the finale. Oh, your headphones are bloody awful.
Vital signs stabilizing.
Keeps on turning the game volume louder and louder. Yeah, what I was thinking is I could play the finale. Oh no, I'm going to have to take them off, mate. I'll do without the game sounds. It just keeps on blaring and then going dead quiet.
I don't know what you're doing wrong. As soon as I've got them adjusted, they stay the same volume.
They keep on going loud and quiet for me.
fine then.
Yeah, what was I saying? Thingy Forest Village. What was I playing? The Forest Village game. What's it called?
Life is Feudal.
Life is Feudal Forest Village. I was thinking instead of playing Skyrim, I could do the finale of that, because I meant to mention that when we were putting all the games down, but I forgot.
Well, the problem is you're never really there all by yourself.
There was a slot, mind you, that was before all the times got moved around. There was a slot where most people were sleeping and I was going to be the only one awake. But there seems to be more people around now. Mind you, I went and put me down as not available in all the slots where I wasn't on for anything according to the first schedule. It's like Terra Firmacraft, we don't need to play at all. We were just looking at what to do in that slot.
Oh.
But it wasn't that slot, it was a different slot. And it was a slot where there was me, you, Almond and Spidey available, but not many others. Anyway, I shall stop looking at spreadsheets and start looking at the game. And yeah, Jim Hon says he stayed for 72 hours to wait for Space Engineers last time. And Potato says, well, Sal, you and me can always use me as a backup donkey. And Giles says, I might watch the stream or get bored quite quickly of 42 different Happy New Years because I've been told I'm flying. Wow. So when I unbox my new headphones, I'll be able to plug my new headphones into your computer, won't I, when you're streaming and I'm co-piloting me?
Precisely.
Yeah. And then I won't have to deal with dicky volume switches. So what you doing? Because I can't hear anything now.
It's just gonna make clicking noises and crafting stuff.
Uh-huh.
I'm making everything that I need for a Seamoth depth module upgrades.
Your Seamoth is the little one?
Yes.
Yeah. Don't you use your big submarine much more these days?
My what now?
The big submarine.
Yeah, but that's currently running low on power.
Oh, okay.
900 meters.
Mm.
So, what else could I use? Perimeter defense, Seamoth solar charger. Sonar. Oh.
Polyaniline. How do you make that?
How do I make that? Can I make that? I cannot make that yet. I guess I need to go scanning stuff.
I guess.
Oh yeah, that's right. I need the things out of the ship. Also, I need another advanced wiring kit. Do I have everything for that? I need 2 table coral samples.
Oh,
of
well,
course.
that's not too difficult to find.
You say that.
Well, because they're just near the starting area, aren't they? And
Oh, yeah, but I need to get there.
they grow on the side of cliffs, sticking out, looking obvious. Oh yeah, so me, when I did the recording test, like before you came into the room, I did a recording test,
Captain. All
but that
systems
was when it was on
online.
the profile set up to send it to the server.
That's alright, the server will have survived your attack.
So you might want to go into the server and
The server didn't do anything because it didn't tell it to do anything with the data.
well, won't it still be there?
No, it will not.
Oh, okay.
Because as long as the receptacle bin on the server isn't set up, what I was looking for here,
don't know.
table coral samples, which I probably don't
A
have.
receptacle bin.
Receptacle bin on the server isn't set up, then anything that's being tossed up there will just go to the recycle bin
Vanish.
instead.
Okay. So in the recycle bin, there will be a recording.
There will
of-
not be anything in the recycle bin. It will just shoot up into the space between the stars and vanish into nothing. Nothing will happen with them.
So there isn't somewhere
No,
a
there is
recording
not.
of me shouting, "My microphone!"
There probably is. We've got several of those, but
Mm-hmm.
it will not be on the server.
Okay. Because then I leant over to your microphone and I shouted, "Mia's microphone!" down that one.
Very well done.
And then I couldn't find the recording, so I looked at the settings to see where it was, and it said things that sounded like server.
Probably
It was in like
server.
Mia speak.
Mia speak. You're too kind.
It had ports on it.
Two table coral samples. Should be obtained rather quickly.
So I'm looking forward to playing with my new mouse.
What?
All
I'm looking forward to
systems
playing with
online.
my new mouse.
Oh, right.
It's white.
Why don't you tell people about the things you've purchased?
I did. I just said I got a new mouse, new headphones.
Well,
Oh,
you
Jim's got to
haven't
go. So it's got to go, sadly, but have a great stream and see you both for tomorrow's stream. Yes, I will be streaming tomorrow. I'm not going off singing for any orchestras or anything
Don't
tomorrow.
worry, she'll find another very
I
weird
will be
random
around
excuse.
playing Skyrim tomorrow. Hopefully with my new mouse. So bye, Jim. We'll see you tomorrow. Yeah, I told everyone I got a new mouse,
Well,
new
they
headphones,
haven't
new
learned up
speakers.
until now that it's white, for example.
Well, I can't remember much else, and it's all over there.
They aren't aware that you apparently didn't realise the entire time that your mouse has a DPS.
That's
switch.
not true. I'd forgotten.
She didn't know that her mouse had a DPS switch for
I-
the past few months. Probably
Maybe for the
years
past few
even.
Years, actually.
And she only found out when she saw her mouse in the shop.
On display.
On
in its
display.
box with an arrow in the box pointing to the DPI little thingy saying this is a DPI adjuster. And I was like, oh, that's what that does. I've forgotten.
I, on the other hand, went to a supermarket today, one of the larger ones, and bought the only reasonable thing, some sauerkraut.
Yeah, Mia got. So I got speakers, a mouse, headphones, cables, some external storage, and Mia got a jar of sauerkraut, an apple, some chocolate sprinkles.
All of your things aren't edible, so they aren't very useful. You couldn't survive with them. I'm in the starting area and I haven't seen a single table coral.
Look on the side of the cliff near the starting area. It's not far from here. It's just sort of somewhere just around here. There you go. Told you. How about we break in that mouse and headset with some recording of that game series we've only had one recording session for, says Potato.
Not tonight.
No, Mia is dying. I'm surprised he's made it
I
this
have been
far.
proclaimed clinically dead for quite some time now, so please stop using the present tense for this.
I must admit, I was expecting for Mia to have fallen asleep before now, and I thought I'd be playing Pixel Piracy tonight. But no, Mia's actually managed to hold out. But I don't think he'd be holding out
you
beyond
were
the stream.
hoping to play Pixel Piracy by now.
I said I didn't expect you to be able to stay awake this long.
You're banking on it.
No, you're putting words into my mouth, Mia. Yeah, but so it's true. My old mouse has a little switch on the top of it to adjust the DPI on the fly, and I had completely forgotten that's what it did, because I haven't adjusted the DPI since I first got it and set it up. Oh, and Spotted Cow's just found out that he has 5 talisman gift cards. Spotted Cow has rolled a 1 and thus will be a spotted toad for the next 3 turns. So you going home now, or are you looking for more stuff going home?
I'm going back to quickly shoehorn this thing together that I was working on.
Ah.
And then I'm going on an adventure.
No.
Haven't been doing that in ages. I feel like people are starting to get upset with me. But at least I accomplished a nice home.
You have.
Thank you.
Including the 2 chairs that look out over the ocean.
Oh really, they just look out over my house and my parking lot.
It's nice. It's your ocean house and your ocean parking lot.
Oh god, I need those. Need those too.
You need a gold as well?
Need those.
Blazing Gale says, Mia's death jokes aren't funny. You have a great life.
Need 2 rubies and a bit of that. And now I should be able to fabricate this bloody thing.
What is it? Oh, the power cell charger. Aha.
And now I've got 2 of those. I can quickly hop down into the submarine and take the majority of the cells and recharge them. I should probably invest into a 3rd one so I can recharge the entire array.
Very pretty in there with all of the plants and things.
Oh god, the entire submarine is out of power.
Lights are still on.
Yeah, I don't know how it's still holding up. One of the batteries must have a little fizzle remaining, which keeps it running.
Yeah.
What happened here?
Ah.
Anyway.
Nice. So can you
Vibrating a bit.
make extra power cells so that
I
You can
could.
always have some on charge.
I could. But that's not what I'm doing here today.
What are you doing here today?
I don't know yet. Give me a few minutes. I need to sort myself out.
Okay.
Some water for the way would be nice.
Uh-huh.
And some lunch.
You're having Reginald for lunch.
Yes.
So have they been breeding in there?
Yeah, they have. It
Oh, that's
started out
good.
with just 2 of them in here. That should be.
Oh
enough.
yeah, there's a lot of them now.
Ooh. Ooh, that's nice.
What?
That thing opens. Lovely detail.
Oh yeah, yeah. I see. What is that? Is that your bioreactor thingy?
Yeah.
So Giles has just worked it out. It's GMT, CET, EET, AZT, TRT, SGT, WIB, AEST, ACDT, NZDT, PST, and
systems
EST.
online.
I feel like you've forgotten its standard time.
Yeah, but NID standard time only exists in like a well, there's the servers on NID standard time and a few of us. So NID standard time is what's the name of the place? Let me have a look. Because it should be on here. Nuba or something it's called. How have we not got it listed as a separate place on the spreadsheet?
I don't know.
Mid standard time, midnight. Small region of Russia and 6 more. How come we've not got ours on there?
Probably because it changes with the Nubus's daylight savings time.
Yeah, but like while we're in winter, it's the same as Nauru or whatever.
Oh, don't
that place is
complain
called.
to me. I didn't put down the time zones. Boris did.
We should make a thing about that because that's like
You
know.
want to make a thing out of mid standard time? Do you
Yeah.
want to align everybody to
No,
the Nubus's weird
but we should
pattern?
make sure that the midnight on NID standard time is especially celebrated.
Right.
So NID standard time is New Year's Eve. So New Year's midnight on NID standard time is at 12 noon on UTC. I'll be awake then. And Giles says, so I have to fly from Manchester to Frankfurt, meet the jet, then it's up to Helsinki with the jet to pick up the first load, then drop it off at Baku, pick up another, and then to Istanbul. Wow.
Oh, that sounds like a busy day. My condolences.
Where's Baku? I was just trying to place it. It's like, I know that name and I can't remember where it is. So what we're looking for now, mate?
Adventure.
Oh.
Preferably less deadly adventure. Also, you might be able to put on your headphones on again.
And then the next load from Istanbul is to Singapore. A fuel stop on the way to Jakarta, then drop off, pick pick up for Brisbane, drop half off, then to Adelaide, then via Auckland to LA to pick up the final load, then via New York. And then he comes home. Wow. That's a lot of noises coming through the headphones, mate.
I told you could put them on again for spooky sounds.
Oh.
We've...
Local scans show a nearby opening, leading to a biome with extensive fossilized remains.
We've just passed the depth limit of our previous version.
Yeah. The glowing trees are very
sacks.
pretty. I imagine those spidery crabs are not fun.
Probably not, but that's why we keep our distance.
Yeah. I'm going to guess that those see-through rayfish things are not friendly. Because nothing down here is going to be that friendly, I imagine. And what's the glowing orbs on the floor? Yeah,
probably nothing friendly, but let's jump out and check. It's an amoeboid. It's an indigenous life form.
And what's the
They have
green...
gel sacks on Mars here.
Oh, something's biting your toes.
Why can't I pick this up?
Inventory full?
No, it would display my inventory as being full. Can I pick up these? I can pick up these. Why can't I pick up the other ones? There are like 3 of them.
Maybe they're giant then and you need more space? Try scanning them and see what they are.
Gel sacks. I already know them. That's why they don't.
Well, they look like gel sacks. I was just wondering if there was something actually different, but that just looked like gel sacks.
Oh, nickel. How nice.
Have you not had that before?
Apparently not. Might as well take a few of those with me.
Yeah.
Never know what you need them for.
Indeed.
What's this?
Are you going to try scan a crab thing?
They're the same ones as the ones on the ship.
Oh, are they?
These are just the deep sea long leg versions, which is why I can't scan them.
Ah.
Seek fluid intake.
Crystalline sulfur.
So Giles says, could have flown to Helsinki, but the jet is in Germany. But it was either this route or freeze my arse off celebrating New Year's in the Antarctic. So instead you're flying all around the world.
Well, the Antarctic at least seems Christmassy. Ugh.
Wow, more depth. I'm going to guess that bad things live down here.
It's not moving a lot.
What's that snake thing?
That snake thing or that snake thing?
Well, the snake thing that's moving was the one I was originally looking at. The one that's not moving, I hadn't figured out what it actually was.
It looks like bones from earlier.
Ooh. Oh, it's a dinosaur.
Should I move away? Excuse me, I actually need to
I
go
think it's
have
hot.
a drink. I'll be alright.
Vital signs stabilizing.
No, I wanted to go back in here. 56 degrees, why is it so warm down here?
I'm guessing a volcano? Oh yeah, look, see you're parked over the top of a hot smoker thingy.
Oh, of course. Ooh. Pillars.
So Mia, what would you rather do? Asks Giles. Would you rather fly the long route or freeze your German arse off in the Antarctic?
Stay in the Antarctic. Sounds like reasonable temperatures down there. Ooh, look, a big alien cube.
What was the red thing on top? Can you see? No, right up on top there was like a red thing that keeps appearing and disappearing.
This alien structure appears to have collapsed to the sea floor.
That might have been the part of the Aurora spaceship constantly shining through. Ooh.
Detecting an alien broadcast. Linguistic analysis reads, caution, hazardous materials and life forms contained within. Interior walls in this section are substantially reinforced, indicating the designers were seeking either to keep something out or contain it within. Whatever their intention, it clearly failed.
Oh, and Charlie's here. Hello, Charlie. Who
Hello.
says, hello everyone, what did I miss so far?
Scary creatures, New Year's Eve stream.
Yeah, all the details about New Year's Eve. And
Integrating new PDA data.
the deep abandoned alien
Ugh.
thing. Ooh, is that another dead thing?
Looks like a dead fish.
Yeah, skeletal remains. As long as it's not alive.
How did they get it in here? I don't see any doors.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Maybe they brought it in as a little one.
Residual biological evidence suggests indigenous life forms were brought to this location and subjected to intensive study.
Are they all dead though? That's the question.
Well, they look like they've been torn to pieces. I think it's safe
Yeah.
to assume they might be a bit dead.
Data pertaining to the bacterium is being downloaded. Caution. Detecting atypical fluctuations in blood plasma proteins. A
Oh,
self-scan
self-scan.
is strongly advised.
Yeah. Someone earlier was telling you to self-scan me.
Integrating new PDA data.
Hold on. First, let's repair. Don't even know where all this damage came from.
Might have been as you were bumping into walls and
Self-scan
things.
complete. Bacterial infection has spread to the skin and pulmonary system. Medical report recorded to data bank. It is imperative you find a way to neutralize the infection.
Ew.
Ooh, yeah.
Integrating new PDA data.
Oh. Your hands are starting to glow.
Well, good thing I'm usually wearing gloves. Ow.
Potato says, sorry I'm quiet. And then Potato quotes the databank saying, it clearly failed. Ha ha ha. And then Giles says apparently there was a tumbleweed moment in chat. But I missed that.
I like collecting ornamental cubes.
Yeah, I see.
Is that the red thing you were talking about?
No, it was up top. But it might have just been one of those fish. More skeletal remains.
Calorie intake recommended.
Well, we don't need to stick our scanner into every bone around here.
Oh no, Mia's hands are all bumpy. Night before prom night too, of all nights. And Giles was saying, tumbleweed, you know, you see it in westerns when it's quiet in town. Oh yeah. I just wasn't sure what it... I didn't notice when it popped up, so I didn't see when the tumbleweed moment was. Sorry.
Really large snake.
Yeah.
I don't think I want to go there. Goodbye.
No. Some of these brine pools or something, like the underwater waterfalls.
I assume so. Sal quickly start a conversation.
What? But I'm fascinated by what's gonna...
Yes, but this
appear
is
around
so
the corner.
peaceful. And I might fall asleep.
Oh. Well, I'm sure something will come and try and eat your face any minute. Oh, there's some red ruby on the wall there. Did you see?
Collected like a ton of those.
Oh, okay.
Already. Well, so now that I can go this deep, I don't think there'll be a problem for me anymore because they're fairly abundant around here,
Yeah, so I
apparently.
see. So what do you think all of the skeletal remains are about then?
I assume they're about big fish who died here.
Yeah, but do you... I mean, what killed them and might it kill you?
I don't know, but we're reaching our crush depth limit again.
Oh, yeah.
Nice tree, though.
Indeed. I'm guessing that's an egg-type thing in the middle.
Giant cove tree. That didn't help me.
Naked East German fish, says Giles. And Charlie asks, are you testing the virus?
Not that I'm aware of.
Although he may well be doing without realising it.
Warning, maximum depth
Oh.
reached. Hull damage imminent.
Less impressive looking tree.
About to hit
Warning,
crush.
maximum depth reached. Hull damage imminent.
Deep hole.
What's the hanging moss stuff?
Fair question. Apparently nothing I can interact
Yeah.
with.
Oh,
Well, this isn't going
it's
to work.
hot. Mm-hmm.
Emergency. Starvation imminent. Seek calorie intake
Yes,
immediately.
fine. Where's my tank full of fish?
Oh, and Charlie says, I mean in the facility. Testing the virus in the facility.
30 seconds.
Don't.
Vital signs stabilizing.
Did you? Oh, you brought the fish out live.
Yes,
Because I suppose it keeps them fresh.
precisely.
Aha.
Ah.
Just means that you have to release them and catch them again.
Yeah, but that's easily done.
Don't forget your crushed deck meat.
fresh food. I'm totally not falling asleep.
If you want to end the stream early, nobody's gonna mind.
You're all gonna mind. Apparently, chat remembers everything you do.
Yeah,
You
chat
call
does.
one person nice one time, and apparently this is a sin stapled to your character for the rest of your life until you hang by the gallows.
So what's making the screeching noise? Have I already asked that, and did you say then that you didn't know?
I don't know, but I assume it's one of the fish down here. Probably those see-through manta rays.
I didn't know fish could make noises like that. I mean, obviously this is an alien planet and fish might have vocal cords.
Oh, I've got a radio signal. That hasn't happened in a while.
And there's a strange kind of... I mean,
Scans indicate this biome contains unusually high concentrations of organic and fossilized remains.
Right, and there's another snake. I'm not sure if I'm willing to get out to touch these with this guy around. Ouch.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Ow, ow.
and Charlie says whales make strange noises. That's true, but whales aren't fish, they're mammals.
Maybe all of these creatures here are mammals too.
Maybe, yeah. But then alien world, it might not be fish or mammals, there might be something different.
Well, they kind of live underwater. That's almost all the definition I'd give to a fish.
I think there's a bit more to it than that.
Ugh, another one.
With another big snake thing too.
Yeah, but that looks like a mechanical snake thing. Ugh, look at the teeth of that thing.
I know, I'm looking at the teeth of that thing.
You could carve a chair out of that. Ow. Of course I didn't bring any of my bloody things.
Oh, are these the things you kept on throwing away, which Belle also was getting...
No, I wasn't throwing them away. I was just storing them on the ship somewhere.
Oh.
But I didn't bring them with me.
Ah.
So shame on me, I suppose.
What's the... Oh, it's those glowing... Yeah, I was wondering what the ring of lights...
Oh no.
What?
Oh, it disappeared again. That's usually not a good sign, though.
What's not a good sign?
The big spider squid. Oh no, there's a second one. Disappeared.
Oh gosh!
What? Why am I here?
I don't know, but I suggest you get out of there.
I am trying, but something is messing with me.
I think
Would you
it's
mind?
that...
This is starting to get on my nerves. Excuse me.
and you've almost got no health left.
Yes, I'm aware. Come on, heal me. Heal me, Reginald. I'm also running out of air.
Health
Well-
pack might have been more effective than a
Yeah,
original.
I know, but I didn't have any.
Oh. You mean you didn't bring any?
Maybe. Spider squid. I'm gonna bump head first into one of those squids. Ugh. Let's not go on adventures again. This is horrible.
Well, I think you need to go home and... Yeah.
I am home.
Very good.
Captain, all systems online.
Well, except everything. Which isn't online.
Oh, systems online. Everything turns off immediately. I've got one engine efficiency module in here.
And your oxygen's dropping me because there's no oxygen.
Oh, right,
So
of
go
course.
back to-
Hold on. Well, good thing I've been
All systems
recharging.
online.
Yeah, indeed.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Oh, apparently may have got everything I collected on me. Another bottle of refreshing water. When I was on the ship, I should have probably taken the other 2 empty cells with me.
Well, you could go put those 2 full ones back and grab the empty ones.
Oh. As soon as I got 2 plastic ingots, I could increase the diving distance of my Cyclops.
That's your big submarine, yeah?
That is my big submarine. Do I have everything for that already here? Probably not. How much lithium do you need for 1 plasteel?
No idea.
Two. I need 2. Gosh diddly darn it.
And where do you get lithium?
The islands.
Oh.
I constantly return to that every now and then.
I have noticed and I didn't know why.
All systems online.
Ah, there.
Will it still be able to dock you when all of its power's off?
Apparently not.
Emergency power only. Oxygen production offline.
Yes, just give me a moment.
I do like your aquariums and things in here. It's very pretty looking.
Lovely. Now, checking downstairs, did we have any more lithium in here? No, but we've got those tablets.
And you've got med packs.
Loads of them. Something tells me I do not have any lithium on me.
There was what looked like a power cell though in that last thing that probably needs to be taken and charged. In your last locker. The one that had your helmet in it. Yeah, see there?
Oh yeah, you're right. Well, keeping that on me then.
Why don't you take a med pack as well?
Fine.
So, what the purple tablets? What exactly do they do? Are they like door keys?
I assume they are like door keys, yes. Didn't I also find an orange one somewhere?
Didn't you colour code your lockers or something?
I did at some point in the past, but that's an age long bygone.
Ah.
Well, let's go on a lithium hunt then.
It's all very dark and moody. Is that because it's night time?
Most likely, yes.
And what's the energy pulse origin? Have you been there?
Yes, we've been there. That's the island with the big tower that turned into a
Oh,
cannon.
right, okay.
Origin of the energy pulse.
Yeah.
And there's the part of the ship again.
Is Chad already asleep? Asked Charlie. Yeah, Chad's very quiet tonight.
Maybe they're just trying to taunt me with their lovely, wonderful, relaxing sleep. While I have to sit here and suffer. I should probably pick up some titanium while I'm here.
Yeah. Oh, Potato says, for me it's because I'm working on Sal's Christmas present. Oh, I was tormenting Mia before. Mia hates secrets, and he can't keep them, and he can't have them kept from him. I think that's how you put it, wasn't it, Mia?
Kinda, but in a public context, you're now making me look bad.
Yeah, it wasn't meant in a bad way. Mia's not very good with things like spoilers. So he has to be...
If you do have a secret, you can tell me.
If you tell Mia a secret...
Unless your secret is a spoiler.
Yeah, Mia has to give away spoilers. He can't help himself with it.
I'm a joy to be around when we go to movies.
And I was explaining to Mia that, like, I have a Christmas present for him lined up. Oh, there's the red thing in the corner of the screen again. It looked like a red... There. See it?
That is part of the ship.
Oh, is it just the way it's rendering in?
Yeah.
It renders
still
in
that
at weird depths
mistake.
and stuff. Oh, okay.
It renders from way too far away for some reason.
Yeah. So I was explaining to Mia that I've got a Christmas present lined up for him, and he's absolutely tormented because I won't tell him what it is.
Well, Christmas is over.
Okay, then we'll just call it a present, if that helps.
You can't just give me a present without telling me what it is.
You'll find out what it is when you open it.
Well, for me to open it, there would need to be a present first, wouldn't there?
Oh, the present's already there.
Why are you keeping it a secret then, just to torment me?
Yeah. No, it needs delivering.
Well, then it's not already there, is it?
No, the present already exists.
Well, that doesn't really count.
Potato says, also, Mia tells me you used up all his jam. And what, the cranberry sauce?
I do believe you can call it jam, but yes.
Well, Mia, you don't like cranberry sauce. Hello,
Well,
Ralph.
I don't, but still, you ate all of it.
Yeah, I didn't save you any because you don't like it.
Fair point.
And
And
Ralph,
as I heard, it went nicely with the steak I made.
it did indeed. Ralph says he's just had a family gathering and drank a bottle of 5% cider.
My condolences to you.
I like pear cider.
I hope you'll eventually become sober.
That usually follows.
Like, permanently.
The human body can process, for want of a better word, 1 unit of alcohol an hour. Maybe this is the place where people eat you. Like crabs
Apparently
and
almost
things.
all places are places where people eat me.
Ralph says it was a raspberry cider made by Smirnoff, of all people. Better known for their vodka, of course. I don't know if I've had raspberry cider. I'd certainly try it.
Ooh, I dropped a diamond here last time around. Apparently it's still here.
Well, yeah, there's not many people around to rob it, is there?
I think that's just impressive, though. With you.
Potato says, I had Chardonnay as a drink for Christmas, but the food killed my energy, so I only got in a couple of sips. So I'll be drinking during the payday stream.
Well, so why does Sal get a Christmas present, but I don't? Ignore
Ralph
me.
says, well, me and my dad saw it in Waitrose and said it was dumb, and then we bought it. Yeah, I've ended up drinking things where I've gone, oh God, who'd drink that? I must taste it and see.
Drinks that. To make sure I find out, I must drink it myself.
And Ralph is asking about the payday stream. Yes, this is New Year's Eve. So New Year's Eve we shall be starting streaming at 9:30 a.m. on Sunday the 31st of December and streaming through until Tuesday the 2nd of January at 7 a.m. And Potato will be streaming for part of that. We joining us for the New Year's Eve stream is of course me and Mia, and Potato have got various slots that we're streaming. Boris, Minty, Almond, Apple and Melon, Spidey and Anubis, amongst others.
And you, yes, you
I said
do
me.
have the option.
I said, oh,
Not you, the viewer, you.
The chat viewers.
You do have the option to join me in rebuilding New Vegas, the weird space station on the mean we're building in the 3rd season of Space Engineers
Yes.
Whitelist.
Yes.
In which you are not allowed to do anything besides weld up the things I place down and mine resources for me.
Ralph says, I'll try, but I'll probably be down in more cider because my mum allowed me to drink it on New Year's Eve.
Why is my inventory full again?
Because you mean running around collecting shit.
It's a bit rude, Sal.
Yeah. Well, there'll be, if you fancy joining us, Ralph, there will, or at least come in into chat. So we will be starting streaming at 9:30 a.m. and we'll be streaming for almost 2 days in total. Potato says, also, I somehow have the Russian version of Fallout New Vegas.
Well, congratulations. Oh, look, another purple tablet.
Oh, I think that was the one that Bell also was saying you didn't pick it up. You left it there. You didn't pick it up. You're leaving it there again, aren't you?
Don't need it, I've got like 2.
And Charlie says, so we be your worker ants?
That is the idea, yes.
Ralph says,
It's
I need
better
to know
than
how.
the other idea we had where we just lock people into an isolated room and let them sort mail for us.
I don't remember that idea. Was I not there when that idea
You
was
were
being
there for
discussed?
that
Was I?
idea. That was when we were conceptualizing the weird separated system on the server, where we have a transport station, a mining station, and an assembly station.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's right. Yeah. Delivering mail was like running around with resources.
Seek fluid intake.
Well, yes, but we wanted to automate the entire thing by sticking a dedicated human inside a tiny box and letting them sort out what goes where. So instead of having automatically let the system sort everything, we just let one human sit in a box.
Yeah.
And then controlling all the resources by hand, putting them in the right boxes, and then, seeing them go. Leave.
Boris was there during that conversation, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, it sounds very much like a Boris type of conversation.
Hold on, I need to drop something. No, what you mind? That's my fish!
Vital signs stabilizing.
Rude.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
That should be enough for a while.
I'm not saying I need an alarm. Well, we will be streaming all day and all night and all the next day and all the next night.
Yeah, and Space Engineers
so
isn't the only thing.
Yeah.
You could also join us in forming a convoy in Euro Truck Simulator 2.
And I think PUBG is open for viewers to play along with. Probably several other games as well.
Personally, I like to believe that you should put in a bit more ambiguity in the PUBG statement, because we didn't have an official response from the actual streamer yet, but
Yeah.
You do you.
Potato says, you gifted it to me, Mia, I think. That was the Russian version of Fallout New Vegas.
I do not remember doing that.
So, it's...
At least I don't remember specifically seeking out the Russian version of the game just to spite you.
It'll be... You can imagine those Steams there going, right, okay, so it's a German account, but bought in the UK, sent to Canada.
Clearly it's a Russian game.
Oh, we'll call it Russia and then... And Ralph has got £500 from his parents to go towards a PC, so he'll be getting one soon. So maybe he can play Space Engineers next New Year's Eve or whatever. Yeah.
Assuming there still will be Space Engineers by then. Keen Software House could have completely ruined everything by then.
I'm planning on getting myself a new PC sometime in the next few months or so.
She was looking at a computer case today that looked like an oven.
I was. It was huge. I was saying if I was to buy a computer that size, I'd actually need, we'd need to move house. So that we'd have a bigger room to record in so I could fit the computer in it. It was enormous. And it did look like an oven.
But, well, it did come with 2 GTX 1080s.
Potato says, I wonder if I can talk to Steam tech support to see if I can get the game swapped for the international version. Yeah, I wonder how you ended up with the Russian version. Ralph says, surely it's better in Russian. Well, I guess it depends on things like language restrictions and things.
Was the game
Seek fluid intake
evidently
immediately.
Russian? Was the menu in Russian and so forth? Or was it just that you got some arbitrary Russian version?
Potato says about the big computer that looked like an oven. Record videos and make mini cakes at the same time.
You can't cook mini cakes in those.
And Ralph says it's 'cause Mia's a tight bastard and the Russian...
Whoa!
Oh, sorry, yeah. It's because Mir is a tight biddly bee, and the Russian version is cheaper in rubles.
Finally, somebody
Well, you'd
who
have bought
gets
it in pounds, wouldn't you?
Oh yeah.
Or
but
is your
the
Steam
ruble-
account in euros?
No, it's in pounds.
And you need
because
to drink something.
unfortunately- Yes, I'm aware. There are 2 drinking machines right next to me. I'll get around to that as soon as I've finished this here.
That was a big lump of strange stuff.
Titanium.
Ralph says, Renton marks. Renton marks?
Well, that's an old one.
Potato says, it just looks weird seeing Fallout New Vegas RU.
Ugh, alright. I could upgrade a repulsion cannon.
You should get something to drink me.
Yes, there are 2 drink machines right next to me. I realise I need a Cyclops Depth Module Mark 1 before I can
Haven't
carry on.
you
Do I
already
have
got that in your thing?
I don't believe I do.
Vital signs stabilizing.
Oh, have you never had the Mark 1
I've got the
depth?
efficiency module. I'm unsure if I have a depth module. What do I need for a depth module?
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Ralph
All
says, there was
systems
the
online.
currency after the economic hyperinflation in Germany when the Nazis were a small party. Oh, the Renton mark. Okay.
Ah, there we go. I need a plasteel and a ruby.
And plasteel you need lithium to make, is that right?
That is right, but I just got a
Learning.
ton of plasteel.
Ah.
And I just accidentally clicked and went back in again. I should probably
That's what she
just
said.
increase the DPS on your mouse. Using that very handy switch.
Indeed.
Wrong one.
See, I've something I was considering when I was buying a new mouse was the DPI of the mouse, because while it's nice to have a mouse that's extremely sensitive, because when I jump scare, as you may or may not have noticed, I tend to jump with my hands as well as the
may
rest
or may
of my
not have
body.
noticed.
So if I have a DPI on my mouse that's too high, I'm likely to do a 360 spin or jump off a cliff or something.
Well, you're probably fairly likely to do that anyway.
Yeah, but imagine if my movement was, say, 4 times the amount.
Fair point. Carry on.
I mean, that mouse that my old mouse was a maximum of 2,000 DPI. My new mouse has got a maximum of 5,000 DPI, so I'm going to have to tone that down, because double the movement during a jump scare means I would end up not knowing which way I was facing. And Potato says, there we go, it's PM to show it to you, Sal. Merry late Christmas. Oh, thank you very much. I shall have a look after the stream's over. Jump off a cliff with a mouse. Odd games controls. Well, you know, if I'm running in a certain direction, and if it's the kind of thing where, or say I'm driving, and your direction's controlled by the mouse, but your speed is controlled by the keyboard. If I have a jump scare, then I tend to... My hand stays on the keyboard pretty well, but my mouse hand has a tendency to jerk an awful lot. I mean, you may have noticed it like when I'm playing Skyrim or something. The way that when I have a jump scare, you'll see the screen shake, and that's because, you know, my hands. But at least with Skyrim, it's all I'm doing is controlling the the way my character's looking. But yeah, you see like Rar's heads bobbing up and down when I've had a jump scare.
Oh. Why didn't you remind me to stick those power cells in?
What?
I forgot to put in those power cells.
No, I didn't know you were in any rush to do it. Didn't seem to be a priority.
So I need 1 crystalline sulfur and 1 advanced wiring kit, which means I need 2 silver, 2 table corals, and that's about it.
And Potato says, that's why I use a controller cell, so that when I get spooked I can keep my gun pointed at the thing. Yeah, I noticed actually when I use a controller, jump scares affect me far less. Because although my hands and arms will jump, the position of my hands on the controller tends to stay the same. I don't jump as bad with the controller as I do with the mouse. Potato says, does Mia's fear of heights apply underwater or only in oxygen-rich environments? Good question.
I don't know. Crash depth now 1,500 meters. Ooh. Nice. Now back to inspecting those systems. So I could get a fire suppression system, which is what I'm working
That's
on now.
That's probably a good idea, actually.
Sonar upgrade would be nice, but I have no idea what Polyl is.
Mm-hmm.
A Cyclops shield generator. Oh. Oh. Shield generator. Oh, a Cyclops thermal reactor module. So for a shield generator, I need another advanced wiring kit. So make that 4 cable corals and 4 silver pieces.
And where do you get uraniumite crystals?
Right around the corner.
Oh, fine.
I literally took that from the neighboring biome to make
Welcome aboard, Captain.
my thing.
All systems online.
Note that down somewhere. So I need 4 silver, 1 uraninite, which I'm about to find, 1 sulfurite.
So that's... Hang on, right, I need
Never
to...
mind. Don't bother. Don't bother. I'll memorize it.
Silver.
Why are you typing that down? Oh, there.
Uraniumite. What else?
Scratch the uranite off the list. I just found
So
one.
just 4 silver.
4 silver, 4 table corals,
4 table
and 1 sulfurite.
1 sulfurite. Okay. And Potato says, and personally I like to use controllers instead of keyboards and mouse, even when playing on my PC. It lets me just relax into my chair and relax my arms on my lap. Yeah, I don't know why I got so much into keyboard and mouse playing on the PC. Because, like, used to... there was a time when the games on the PC weren't that good and the console was the place to be, and that was all controller based. So I used to game all day and all night on using controllers on the console. Mind you end up with PlayStation Thumb.
PlayStation Thumb.
Yeah.
Elaborate.
It's when if you play too much on the PlayStation. Well, it didn't matter whether it was an Xbox or whatever, but it was, we knew it as PlayStation Thumb, and it was when your thumb got so your thumb knuckle, you know, kind of down in the base, like right down here. Yeah, where your the knuckle on your thumb where it joins your hand rather than the knuckle near the tip. So the bottom knuckle of your thumb would, and it can be both thumbs at the same time as well, would ache so much if you'd been playing like, you know, far too many hours. Like if you, when you get that thing, like I'd take a week off work and barricade myself into the house when a new game came out. I'd do things like I'd make sure that I had all the shopping in, I had the time booked off work, and so I knew I didn't need to leave or anything. I had everything I needed, and I would sit down and start playing, and I'd fall asleep on the couch, and then I'd wake up and I'd start playing, and then I'd fall asleep on the couch and wake up and start, and I'd just be playing constantly until eventually eventually I burnt out the laser on the PlayStation. Or so either I'd finish the game, which was very, very rare, or I would run out of time and have to go back to work, or I would damage the kit, which happens more often than actually finishing a game. PlayStation thumb. I'd go back to work and my hands would be aching because there would have been several 24-hour sessions of constant playing during that time. And Nightingale says, hello, Sal. Hello, Nightingale.
Hello.
Welcome to the stream. Unfortunately, we're just about to end the stream.
You're telling me that while I'm in the middle of my shopping tour?
Oh, sorry, mate. Potato says, I only get that when playing rhythm games.
Green squid.
So, what have you got so far, mate? You got your sulfurite?
No, I've got the uraniite.
Okay. So
I need one sulfurite, which should be at the bottom of this horrible cavern here.
Oh, I thought that was what you got from the things that shot the Mario red shells.
What? No.
Oh.
That's sulfur. I'll need crystalline sulfurite.
Oh. You can't make that from the things that shoot the red shells.
Probably not.
Okay. Isn't this the place where earlier the thing
Yes, it was. There was a way down to the sulfur place.
Oh,
I
okay.
hate this so much.
Right. Are you sure you want to be here? And are you sure
Yes.
you can't?
No, not open the storage, you fool!
Do you think it'll do the same thing to you if you were in your big submarine?
I hope not.
Because that could be quite disastrous.
Most likely, yes. Look, I found it. There it is. Now I just need to quickly find some sulfur crystalline words.
Oh, so what I thought were brine pools might actually be sulfur pools.
Sulfur, brine, schmulferbulfer.
Schmulferbulfer.
Come on. They have to be around here somewhere.
Potato says, the problem I get sometimes when playing handheld is that my fourth and fifth ring and pinky fall asleep and get really cold from how I hold the device. But that's if I'm playing it a lot.
Aha! This is hurting so much. But got that off the list. Nice.
Very good.
Now,
And
table
Potato
coral
says,
and 3 silver.
yeah. Potato says, so why do you get TP'd and not your sub?
I don't know. Probably because it's targeting living things? I don't know.
I mean, I guess anything that can teleport a thing has got some kind of special powers unknown to Earth. Oh, there we go again. And it hurts you a lot, Mia, when that happens. Have you got any health kits on you?
Of course, I left my health kit at home.
Oh.
I'm running through spider squid territory here. Oh god. Oh god. Oh, I'm fine. Perfectly fine. But if I turn my lamp off, does it attract less people then?
Oh, nice. Silver.
Just 2 more silver, and as soon as I've finished my shopping list, we'll end the stream.
Nightingale says it's teleporting the player and not the sub because it wants to kill the player and it doesn't care about the sub.
That sounds reasonable, but almost like the same thing I was saying. Not that I'm criticizing you.
No, it sounds
but
like
it's good to have a second opinion that
elaboration.
agrees with mine.
I think he was elaborating on what you said. Gold doesn't go amiss, yeah.
I would have preferred some silver, of course.
How many silver did you manage to pick up?
I have 3 at the moment, I need 1 more. I don't know why, but that looks like a toilet for a moment.
You're not leaving the area, are you, where the silver was? Seems to have travelled quite a way.
The silver can be in almost any area where you find these slightly brownish rocks. At the moment I'm driving towards table coral samples. Not the bright brown ones, the beige ones.
Yeah.
There was the red thing again, by the way.
Potato points out it is now 1 minute past the end of the stream.
Shut your flippin' face. I'm trying to get some shopping done here.
Oh, when I went out shopping earlier, God, it was so cold. I was really glad to get home and get in and get warm again.
In fact, I think I'm gonna fill my inventory with these this time around.
Well, yeah, I often wondered why you'd only come and just get 1 or 2 rather than just pick up as much as you possibly could.
Welcome aboard,
Nah,
Captain.
just 1 silver.
Potato says, well, Nightingale, joke's on them because getting teleported into a dangerous area full of things that want to kill me is my kink, lol.
That sounds unhealthy. I'd advise you revise
At
your
least slightly
preferences.
masochistic. So what you after now, Mia? Is it just 1 silver?
Just 1 silver and then we can stop.
Shall I start telling everybody, that, like, tomorrow?
Well, you could tell
that-
everybody who might have joined just now
Oh,
again
I'll tell you
about
what-
Stream
about
Vesta.
Streamvesta. Yes, I shouldn't I? Yep,
We should
so
be advertising a bit
for
here
the-
because we're a bit late on the clock because somebody was taking very long to manage this.
So,
It was me.
Yep, so for the last time tonight, but I'll tell everybody again tomorrow. For New Year's Eve, we are having a great big long stream
An
which
unreasonably long stream.
but there's several of us streaming. It will be myself and Mia and Potato and Boris and Minty and Almond and Apple and Melon and Anubis and Spidey, and probably a few others as well. We will be starting streaming, and we're going to stream through every New Year's Eve around the planet. So we're starting at 9:30 a.m. UTC time, because that's only half an hour before Tonga celebrates its New Year's Eve. So we thought we'd have a half-hour run. So 9:30 a.m. GMT on Sunday the 31st of December. And then we're starting with Euro Truck Simulator 2, which is a multiplayer game, and anybody who's got it and wants to join us in a convoy is welcome to come and join. We will be streaming. We'll be streaming that for a couple of hours, and then we switch over. We've got a whole schedule of games which may or may not change a little between now and then, but we'll be streaming all the way through the 31st of December, through the 1st of January, until we get to American Samoa and some others, and many of the US minor outlying islands who celebrate their New Year's Eve on Monday the 1st of January at noon GMT. And we will carry on streaming, because then we will, around about then, we will be finishing our Half-Life 2 series, so we'll be streaming the finale of Half-Life 2. If you haven't seen our Half-Life 2 series, you really should watch it either on mine or Anubis's channel. It's been really funny. And yes, we will be doing the finale to that series on the 1st of January. But we carry on streaming through to the 2nd of January, where we eventually finish streaming, at least, I mean, last time we said we'd finish streaming, but we carried on for several hours afterwards. But we're planning on finishing streaming Tuesday the 2nd of January at 7 a.m. GMT. So in total, that's almost 2 days of streaming. No, it's almost 3 days of streaming, is it? 31st to the 1st, the 1st to the 2nd. Oh, yeah. Nearly 2 days of streaming. No, it is. Yeah. Oh, something like that. Anyway. Yes, lots of games, and we'll be doing handovers. We'll all be streaming on our own channel, but we're just working on finding a way to get it to centralise the stream as well onto the NidTubers Twitch and YouTube, so that there is a single point for all of the streams coming through. But we'll be hosting each other's stuff and things. But again, we can only do that on Twitch, and Anubis doesn't use Twitch. So so big New Year's Eve of streaming with lots of us and lots of games, and we did it last year and it was an awful lot of fun, and so we'll be doing it again this year with starting with Euro Truck Simulator, because that's what we did last year, so now it's a tradition. Yay, we like traditions. And Potato says, don't forget about my Saturday stream against Sal. No, I won't forget. Just waiting for Mia to finish. Have you found your last lump of silver yet?
I'm trying. Thank you. Okay, you can start doing the outro now.
Why are we still online when it's past 10? Says James. Hello, James.
Because I was trying
because
to finish
Mia
my
wanted
shopping
to
list.
finish his shopping. He was looking for silver.
I was.
He was, but he's got it now. So now what are you doing? Just flying home?
Flying home.
Swimming? Piloting? I don't know.
Phoning home, please.
That's definitely not what you're doing.
I'm phoning
Driving
it in.
home.
Diving home?
Maybe. Swimming home. Is that what you're doing?
I'm getting home. Yes. I'm trying to return to the cat poster.
Yes.
The only peace and quiet I have in this horrible world. So you can start doing the outro now while I'm parking.
So if you've enjoyed watching me playing Subnautica, then join us again next week, Wednesday, 8 p.m. GMT, which is about 2 hours ago from now, when Mia will be continuing to play Subnautica, and hopefully Mia will be a little more awake, because he's been going more than 24 hours at this point. Or if you want to watch me playing Skyrim, I shall be streaming Skyrim tomorrow.
Hopefully, unlike the last 44
week.
times or something.
No, I know last week I said I was gonna, and then I'd completely forgotten I was supposed to be performing, but I was performing for the Halle Orchestra. It's like, that's a big thing. So I couldn't exactly stand them up. I'd just forgotten. And but yeah, I've got nothing that I've forgotten about tomorrow. So I shall be streaming Skyrim tomorrow.
Unless you've forgotten something that you currently can't remember because you've forgotten.
Well, I'm not going to be checking my emails, so no one can remind me that there's something I've
Your
forgotten.
mother might call you.
I don't answer my mother's calls. Not true, Mum. If you're listening, it's not true. All those missed calls, I never noticed. It wasn't that. I just ignored them. Yes, so tomorrow, 8 p.m. GMT +1. No, that's summertime. Tomorrow at Greenwich Mean Time, GMT, I shall be playing Skyrim. And
if neither of those two things are your cup of tea, you could, of course, always just join Potato on the pre-New Year's Eve stream on Saturday at 8 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time, where he'll be continuing his playthrough of Deus Ex Humankind Divided Revolution something. The Neo Deus Ex game.
Yeah.
The cool one.
Yeah. So, I think that's all for now. I'm going to go away and play with my new toys. Because I've got to download drivers and things for the new mouse, and I want to try and get it all set up for tomorrow's stream.
Already, I'm dying.
Well, Mia is going to go to bed. So thanks for watching, everybody. See you all tomorrow. Bye for now.